Hi, okay, right. I've got a little 5 minutes piece I was going to show you what to do. So I've just crocheted along the top of the this square that I'm going to join. Okay, so I've done a corner space, and then I've done two trebles, two trebles, two trebles, two trebles. So this is the last corner space. So that's one treble. I'm going to do the next treble, and I'm going to chain one, and then instead of chain two and going back in there, I'm now going to join it onto this square. Okay, so you can go into any square corner, any chain two space which you've done. I'm literally going to put my needle in, and I'm going to hook, put it a bit tighter. I'm going to put my needle in, and I'm going to hook the yarn through that corner and do a slip stitch. Just pull it through, okay? No yarn over, and then I'm going to finish my corner. 1, 2 trebles, okay? So there's no chain two space. You're just going to do a slip stitch and join it onto that first one. Okay, so I finished my corner now, so I need to join again. There's the corner of the opposite one. So I'm going to go into that space there next to the corner. So I'm going to put my hook in there. I'm going to hook the yarn through and pull it through. So I've got 2 loops there, look. And one through the other. That's all it is. Okay, then I'm going to go into the next space. So I need to do my 2 trebles in this square. 1, 2. Okay, then I'm going to go into that next space between those next 2 trebles now. Look, I'm going to go in there. Can you see? So I'm going to put the hook in, pull it through, 2 loops there, look. No yarn over or anything, just pop it through. Then I'm going to go and do 2 trebles on the space, look. So I'm going to do 1, 2. Then I need to join the next bit. So I'm going to go into that space there, look, between those 2 trebles, put my hook through, hook the yarn through, 2 loops there, pop 1 through. Yarn over to do 2 trebles back in this square. 1, 2. Then I need to join again. So I'm going to look for my next space. Oh, look, it's there. Pop it in, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on my hook, 1 through the other. 2 more trebles in the next space. 1, 2. Then I need to go into that space now, look, because I've joined that one. So this is the next one. Yarn through, 2 loops, look, and just pop 1 through the other. Yarn over. So I'm going to start my corner space now, look. So I'm going to do 2 trebles in there. 1, 2, and a chain 1. Then I'm going to put my hook through the corner space, look, of the opposite one. Pull the yarn through and pop it through, which will count as my chain 2 then. And then I'm going to finish off the corner on this turquoise. So 1, 2. So I finished the join now. So all I need to do now is finish the square. So I'm going to carry on going round. So 2 trebles in there. Oopsie. 2 trebles. 1, 2 trebles in the next space. You know this, that's why I'm going fast here. You know this. This is just straightforward, finishing off the square in the same pattern as you used for the rows before. Oopsie. I'm trying to do this before the dogs and everyone come back home. So it's I've had a bit of peace here this afternoon. 1, chain 2, 1, 2. 2 more trebles into that corner. 1, 2. The last row, 2 trebles in each of the spaces, just like you've been doing before. 1, 2. Nearly back at the beginning. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I'm back in that corner space, and I've only got 2 trebles and a chain 3, so I'm going to finish it off with Oopsie, I'm running out of yarn. Look, this is called yarn chicken when you haven't got enough yarn to finish off. 1, 2, slip stitch into the top of that chain 3, and there you go, you have joined your 2 squares. Okay, so just check as you've gone along that everything lines up, which it did because I got to the corner in the right place when I was with the corner. Sometimes it looks a bit bulgy on the edges and things, but honestly that will just even itself out. Okay, but that's why it's so important that you've got the right number of double trebles everywhere, because they will all line up beautifully. I haven't got, these colours don't match the correct colours, okay? I've just made this just randomly just to show you, and I wanted a good contrast. What I'll do is I'll go make 2 more squares so that I can show you how to join one here then, and then I'll show you how to join one when you're joining 2 sides, okay? But you'll do it, you'll be fine doing this. It's literally just slip stitches. That's all it is just slip stitches into the opposite space. Okay, and you'll manage this. You're all doing really well. You'll manage this as long as your squares are correct. Okay, that's the main thing. I know I've nagged you to say you've got to have the right number in the middle, which means you've got to have the right number on the next row. So they all kind of, you know, it's like a stack of cards. They all kind of affect the row afterwards. So you've got to be correct. And you'll soon know if you're not, because you won't have enough spaces or something will be wrong. But I don't think you will. You're all doing really, really well. And ladies, don't forget to sew your ends in. I'm not in club this week, so you can sit and sew your ends in and have a good natter, but make sure you do. Honestly, it'll pay off so much if you've sewn your ends in. You'll be cursing otherwise, and you might never finish the blanket if you leave all of these till the end, because each square has got 2, 4, 6 ends, and you're doing 144 squares. So honestly, please, please, please try and do that. Right. I hope that helps. I know Claire wanted me to do the video. She likes videos. I hate hearing my voice, but I've had a bit of peace this afternoon, and I thought it's a good job done to get that sorted. So I hope that helps, but don't forget you're going through half the corner, and then you're just joining 1 slip stitch in those two in between the 2 trebles, and then you finish off on a corner, and then you finish your square off. And honestly, this is the fun bit. It's lovely when you get to this stage because you're joining it, and it'll come quite quickly then. Especially some of you, I think, we're doing the 2 rows, the 2 colours first, and then spending some time joining. So when you come to join like this, it's lovely because the blanket comes together really quickly, and the colours are just beautiful. So you'll really enjoy that. Hope that helps, and see you soon.